Okay, so I'm working on the updates for Shotgun Pinboard. Now, I don't know how long it's going to take because, I've started putting things in, and since I've started, I can't stop. So I'm going to have to, there's, I think, about 3 new features that are come to it, gonna be coming to it. This here is just a warning to say, if it's the first time you've run it, there's no auto load. It's going to keep doing this for me until I actually implement it, but you don't need to worry about that. What it is basically is a little text file, so you can put in, to auto load which custom aircraft and custom ground contacts that you've put in. So we're just going to go ahead and hit OK. Some of these have been moved around. You can create custom ground types and load custom ground types now if you want. Basically, you can create whatever you want as long as it's not a threat. Now it becomes a threat. You chuck in the extra information and you can see it on the map, and I'll show you what that looks like in a moment. Also, I've added this little thing here which could come in handy on some maps. I'm also thinking of there's some pretty cool stuff I'm thinking I could do once that is implemented, and see how it works, and that kind of thing. So we're just going to load, we'll try this one. This one I know doesn't work properly because these colors are not the same as these colors, which kind of makes a problem. But basically what it is if you click on this color here, you can set the altitude minimum as 0, and if you leave this unticked, then it's above sea level, and you can save the height entry there. And whenever it goes over it, you can see down on the left, just in that ruler flight plan visibility mode thing, it's 0 above sea level. So now you can see that it says terrain height, no data, because there's no data put in for that, but blue's been entered. And I've put this little range here as well, so you can just, if the map's a little bit discolored, it's not one solid color for certain areas, then you can reduce that down. But if it's a bit larger, we'll save that height entry as well as a 0. So when you go over it, you can see that it's 0 above sea level. So if you've got like a topological map that has all these layers and everything set out like real sweet, and it works, you can just click that and go, what's that supposed to be, above 1,000 feet? But that's 1,100. Oh, 7,000. Okay, so then you can just put in 7,000, not 700. Save height information. So when you put your mouse over it, you can see that it's 700 above sea level, or 7,000 above sea level whenever you go over it. So there's a few ideas I've got with that. Now, it does look a bit complex, but the reason why it's complex like this is because I don't know whether I've said it in the past, but the problem we're trying to solve here with this particular piece of software is the fact that, not all the servers are the same. They've all got different information. You can set up the map as full on as you want. You don't have to if you don't want to. You don't have to add airfields. You don't have to put all that information in if you don't want to. But if you want to, you can put in as much data as you want, as I gradually put more stuff in. So what this is best suited for would be something like BMS or DCS or IL2 Stormovik. Obviously, you can use it with Microsoft Flight Simulator, but the real key to this being that if you find a map of a World War II era or a Vietnam era or whatever it is you're looking for, or the map that you're playing on, if you can find a map for that, you can actually flight plan with everything up to date, in air quotes, because you're obviously flying an older era, but yeah, there's a reason for that, why I'm not using an online service and making it customizable for you, for what you need, for what your squad needs, for whatever. What I'm also thinking about as well to do with these height maps and stuff is there is a possibility. Now, I'm not saying, I mean, I know I can do it, but there is a possibility of I'm not just going to leave the I can't see. So you can't, you can just see your details there. I'm going to add in, if you've put in the height map information, it might actually generate its own map off of the height map data. So if you want to toggle between the topography view and whatnot, it'll do its best with what it's got to try and generate another map for you, and you might be able to export that. That's what I'm looking at doing. Also, I forgot to show you guys the new ground forces. So if we go to AAA, you can view radar and lethal ranges now. Oh, not with the good guys. Maybe we'll do that with the bad guys. So we'll go to enemy ground, put in a big bird. So here you can actually see the lethal ranges and whatnot. So I've added that. I've also added a danger rating if you want to put that in. Like I said, this is a trainer as well. You can use this for veteran use, obviously. If you know all the airfields and everything, you can put in the data that you want to use and all that kind of stuff. But also for the new guys, if you just want to find out what these danger ratings according to me are, that kind of information is in there, and you can also create your own with your own danger ratings. Now, the danger ratings I've created are obviously based on lethality, so the harder it is to get away from the missiles is taken into consideration. Infrared missiles are obviously taken into consideration because infrared is a lot harder to detect. You don't know until that thing is launched whether it's on its way to you. So, yeah. And like I said, I can't fit them all in because there's so many different games. There's so many different, objects that can be used in so many different ways. I mean, you don't even need to use it as a realistic flight simulator. In some cases, you could probably use this with, I don't know why you would want to, because it doesn't really matter too much, but you can add in whatever you want. And the reason why I've done that as well is because if you're going back to the World War II era, you'd want to create something like flak cannons or whatever, and put your danger rating on there with the flak cannons. And I'll make it with that little script in there so that it just automatically adds any of your custom created content. And then from there, you can either go, your World War II, your Cold War, whatever you want. But if there's a particular object that I haven't created, and I don't know whether I'll be adding more, because I think I've got a good range of what's available in most flight simulators or combat flight simulators, apart from the World War II. But yeah, that's what's coming up. Like I said, I don't know how long it's going to take me to do this, because obviously I've got other things that I need to do, like try and survive. But yeah, I'm going to get this out to you as soon as I can. Also, when I get this out to you, version 1, I'm going to put up for free. Now, the reason why I'm doing that is because the original idea was supposed to be free. But due to circumstances, I've had to put it on Steam. And feel free to, hold out if you want to. Obviously, if you go through Steam, you'll be getting the benefits of getting an updated version. But version 1, I think, would probably be good to get, new people. It's got what you need, basically. It's got what plants crave. So you can go with that one. If you like it, obviously, of course I'd recommend purchasing the Steam version so you can actually get the updates as they come out. And the updates will be coming out as, I obviously improve them and that kind of thing. There's no bug. I think I fixed one bug, but I didn't note down what it was. But other than that, this one doesn't have any major bug fixes. It's really just adding the features. And then we'll be going through probably some minor bug fixes as they come in and that kind of thing. There's a few things I am aware of. But to be honest with you, in my opinion, it's not, you know, you're not going to be sitting down doing this for 6 hours. And I've tried to make it so you're not going to sit down and do it for 6 hours. So, you know, it will run through that 6 hours, but I'm not expecting you to do all kinds of weird things with it and lose your data. So there's a few things in there that are a little bit iffy. Like, you know, if you load, I haven't written it down yet, but if you load a map or whatever and then clear it off and whatnot, there's something that happens if you load a new map, or you can load a new map with the previous mission data or something strange like that. But I don't expect you to be doing anything like that anyway, because yeah, I can't see it being detrimental to what you're going to be using it for. So some of those things are a lower priority, because, you know, once you've finished planning and you've saved, why would you, you know, anyway. So that's the update, and you know, I hope you're looking forward to it. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Thanks for watching.